Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and happy new year to everyone watching. I wish you nothing but the best in 2021 and beyond, and thank you so much for still being here. I just want to quickly acknowledge that I know my YouTube posting has been really inconsistent since November of 2020, and I am so determined to get myself on a schedule and upload consistently. And I'm actually really proud because I have, I think, 3 videos already ready to go live, which is amazing. So yeah, I'm really trying to get back on a schedule. For anyone also wondering, I'm kind of like pre-filming this. So I am currently 39 weeks pregnant, almost 40 weeks actually. Let me step back and show you guys a quick bump date. Here we are, 39 weeks. Oops. Baby girl is still nice and cozy in there. Anyway, I am gonna be talking to you guys all about my top beauty picks for 2020, both in the makeup, color cosmetics category, as well as skincare. And then I'm also just gonna sprinkle in some perfumes. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Grab yourself a snack, a drink, get comfortable. This is gonna be a long one, and let's do this. Before we get started though, I also just wanna say that these products might seem repetitive because I talked about them so much in 2020. But when I was pulling products, I was like, honestly, these are the ones that I reach for so much. So even though I've talked about them many times, they're worth mentioning again because these were genuinely the products that I like used over and over and over and over again and I love. So just want to put that out there. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the color corrector first. I have talked about this color corrector so many times in the past, and this just works so well for my skin tone. Now I will say in today's video, in the demo actually, you will see that I apply this on top of my foundation because I forgot to apply it earlier. But I would suggest to use this on clean skin after you do your skincare and then go in with your foundation. Anyway, let me show you guys what it is. This is from Bobbi Brown and this is in the shade medium to dark peach. And let me get my camera to focus. There we go. Now, a lot of you guys told me that you cannot find this exact shade. So I will put another shade right over here for you guys that it's like something bisque. I do remember that. So if you can't find this one, get that one. That works really well too. But this is just such an easy color corrector to use that actually really does such a good job to just quickly correct any dark circles on your skin, any discoloration. I just think that this is such a practical product. And like I said, I've had this for a while and I used it quite a bit last year. This is like always my go-to whenever I'm looking for a color corrector. So I wanted to mention this because I love it. Okay, now let's talk about foundation. And this was so hard for me because you guys know I love my foundations. And I have so many that I loved last year. I actually discovered a lot of new foundations and I actually need to do a new video just talking about like some of my new foundation picks. But when it came down to it and I just had to pick like one foundation that I used over and over again last year that I loved for my skin tone and it's great to wear every day or for a big occasion, this is it right here. So this is from Smashbox and it's called the Studio Skin 15-Hour Hydrating Foundation. And my shade is 3.05. You guys also told me that you were struggling to find the shade, but look at it right there. You can screenshot that if you need to. It blends in beautifully. It looks so natural, never heavy, never cakey. And I really, really love the color as well as the undertone for my skin tone. Again, if you're looking for like one foundation that I really recommend for all occasions, whether it's every day or a wedding or whatever it is, this is it right here. Okay, now for concealer, and this might be shocking. I tried a lot of concealers also last year, but I kept going back to this concealer, and this is from KKW. And I don't know what this concealer is called. I think it's just like their normal concealer. I think they only have one. And both of these are exactly the same. So this is the original concealer and I'm actually pretty much done with this. Like I can't really use any more product. And then this is the new version. So they give you more product, which is amazing. And both of these are in number 9. This is such a hydrating, full coverage. Actually, it's like medium to full coverage concealer that never looks heavy or cakey on the skin. And I think, personally for me, that even though this is like a super hydrating concealer, this is gonna work for all different skin types. So it's just like such a great like everyday concealer for really simple looks, or if I wanted to do more like smoky eye looks, more dramatic looks, I reach for this as well. Now moving on to powder to set everything. And definitely my preferred like type of face powder are like these loose powders. And the one that I just loved last year and probably even like the year prior is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I've talked about this many times, so I'm not gonna go on too much, but you guys can see this has like a beautiful subtle yellow tint, and that honestly is the game changer for my skin tone, because I really love to focus my loose powders underneath my eyes. And what this does is that it actually brightens up underneath your eyes even more. So I love this, highly recommend this. And you know what? I've actually had this for a long time now, like since it first launched, and I have a lot of products left. So I would say like if you do end up purchasing this, you'll have this for a while, even if you use it every single day. So love this, not only to set my under eye concealer, but all over foundation and everything. This is amazing. Okay, for bronzer, again, talked about this so many times, so we'll keep it short and sweet. But the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer in the shade medium to deep matte bronzer. I love this. I'm all about just like really matte bronzers right now, and nothing that's gonna be too warm or too cool. I love like that in between, and this is it right here. This is so nice on my skin tone, and as you guys can see, it's completely matte. And this is one of those products where if you just have this, you're good. Like you don't really need any other bronzer, unless of course you want like a more warm tone bronzer with a little bit of sheen. This is just like such a good everyday product, so I had to mention this because I used this a lot last year. Okay, for blush, again, another product that I talked about so much. This is such a good everyday blush that I just love for my skin tone, and it's from Charlotte Tilbury, and it's called the Cheek to Chic blush in Pillow Talk. Now, if you guys have never seen this product, it's really cool because here is the actual blush on the outside, and on the inside you have this like highlighting powder, so you can actually use like a smaller brush, kind of like this, and just use this as a, like a actual highlight, although I never really do that. I usually just take my brush and swirl it all over and then just apply this on my cheeks. I will just say, this is not one of those blushes that's gonna be like super intense on the skin. Like you guys can see, it's very subtle, very natural, but I love it. I love the color. It's like so romantic, and it's like such a pretty color for my skin tone. Okay, for highlight, this one might shock you because you guys know I love my powder highlights. But when I was really picking out the products and I was like, wait, which highlight did I like love last year? This was it right here, and it's from Hourglass. It's their stick highlight in the shade Gold Flash. And here's the thing with like most like stick highlights or cream highlights like this in like a stick form, they don't really show up on my skin all that well, or they're like too chalky, they don't blend in even though it is like a creamy product. This is so amazing. So this is very buildable. Today I did a more like natural highlight. I'm just gonna add a little bit more product, and you can see you apply directly from the tube and you can just blend it out with your finger, and it looks so natural on the skin and blends out so easily. I really love the color of it. It's like a champagne gold. It's not like a super intense gold. It's beautiful. I love the packaging of it. It's very practical and definitely a great like everyday highlight. Love this. Okay, one last product that I also have to give a huge shout out to for the face before we move on to the eyes is this right here. Being pregnant, my skin has been like so extra dry. So like throughout the day, I would just find myself like, you know, spraying my face with some sort of setting spray. And one of my favorites that I just absolutely fell in love with is this one from Tula. This is called the Signature Glow Refreshing and Brightening Face Mist. But literally this adds like a beautiful glow on your skin as you spray it. So let me just show you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. I like to spray quite a bit, if you guys can tell, but I just kind of let it sit there for a few minutes. And because it has these like very fine shimmer particles, this adds such a nice glow to the skin. I do have a coupon code with Tula. I wonder if it's still valid. If it is, I'll link it on the screen, or I'll leave it on the screen. It works all over the website. I'll also link everything in the description box below. But if you are looking for like a really hydrating face mist to set your makeup that also is going to add like a really beautiful visible glow, this is so nice. Okay, now let's talk about some eye favorites. And we'll start off actually with the eyebrows first and then work our way down to the actual eyes. If I can just recommend one brow pencil to you guys, this would be it right here. So this is from IT Cosmetics in the shade Universal Brow Pencil. I think that's just what it's called. Yeah, and it's called Brow Power. And it looks like this. It's not like one of those super fine pencils at all. It's actually a little bit thick, but it does have a nice point at like an angle. And it just fills in your brows so quickly and so easily. And I don't like them to be like too dark, especially with my highlights. And this color is just perfection. Okay, now moving on to the actual eyes. And when it comes to my eyeshadow base, I definitely prefer something that's gonna be completely clear, something that's gonna really make my eyeshadows last all day long, not crease on me. And my go-to eyeshadow base last year was the Fenty Beauty one. And I don't have a lot more product left, honestly, like a few more uses and this is like done. But I loved this. It goes on completely clear, really makes your eyeshadows last all day long, and I used this so much last year, so definitely recommend that. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit shocking to you guys because I always talk about eyeshadow palettes, always. But last year, I actually didn't use too many eyeshadow palettes. I just used these stick eyeshadows that were so quick and easy, and I love them. And I'm just gonna warn you guys that this is hard to get in the US, so I'm gonna share some other options that are available in the US. But if you are in India and you can get your hands on these, I highly recommend them. So these are from K-Beauty, and these are their matte stick eyeshadows, and you guys, these are fantastic. The first one is called Splendid, which is like a medium matte brown, and then I've got the shade Indulge, which is like a dark brown, and I just apply it really messily all over my eye. I'm not like careful with it, I'm super messy, and then I take a blending brush, I blend it out. Sometimes I even use my fingers, and you can see it creates like a really beautiful, quick, like 30-second smoky eye. When I first tried these out, I honestly didn't think that they were gonna last a long time because of how like blendable they are, but these last all day. Like they don't crease, they don't move. These are just great. I love them. And again, I know these are not available in the US, so I would recommend ones from CoverGirl. Those are more like shimmery ones, picture right here, but those are great. I also really recommend the matte ones from Nude Sticks, picture right here. Those are really blendable as well. But like my go-to top picks definitely was from K-Beauty. These were great. I also get a lot of questions about like my eyeliner picks, especially eyeliner for the waterline that doesn't crease, that doesn't smudge, that doesn't move throughout the day. And I just love these ones from Makeup Forever. This is called the Aqua Resist Color Pencil in the shade Ebony. I used this so much last year. Once you put them in your eye, like in your waterline, they are not going to move, they're not going to crease, they're not going to smudge. These are amazing. And then in terms of my actual like liquid liner, I also tried quite a few, but the one that I just kept using over and over again is from HAUS Labs, but it's just their pen liquid liner, and I love this. It's so easy to use, gives you so much control because it is in that pen form, and you can create like that perfect cat eye. So this is not gonna run out quickly. I will just quickly say that as well. Now in terms of mascara, I tried a lot of mascaras in 2020, so I can't really like pick one, but I have another video going up soon where I talk about some mascaras. Stay tuned for that. But there were lashes that I used every single day, and every time I posted about it on my Instagram, I got questions about them, and of course I am wearing them right now. So they are the Ardell Demi Wispies, and honestly, if you have these lashes or you try them out, you will see for yourself how high quality they are. I love how wispy they are. They're not heavy on the eyes at all, and I really just love how it just like shapes my eyes so beautifully. Make sure you get like that Demi Wispies one. And also I will say I reuse these quite a few times before throwing them out. Just make sure you clean the band a little bit. after each use, and you can reuse them. Okay, now for my lipstick picks. And this was kind of hard because I fell in love with so many colors last year, so many different lipsticks last year. And I actually have 5 to share here, so I'm gonna be really quick. The first thing I'll talk about is actually a lip liner. This one again is from KKW, and this is the Lip Liner Nude 2. And let me just say, like, I think for the past like 2 years have become obsessed with lining my lips prior to using any sort of lip color, whether it's a lip gloss or lip balm or a lipstick. And like this lip liner is just so good on my skin tone, and it works with so many different lip colors. It's like a medium brown. Here it is on the back of my hand. And it's very creamy, very blendable, but it lasts a long time. And in terms of colors, I'll talk about the one that I'm wearing today. I've talked about this so many times. So this is from L'Oreal. The shade is called 987 Radical Rosewood, and it's just such a good neutral lipstick for my skin tone. And I actually really think that this is gonna work on a lot of different skin tones and look very different on different skin tones, but the actual shade is beautiful. I also really liked this formula from Makeup Forever. Not so crazy about the packaging. I wish it was just like the regular packaging, but the formula is great because these are longer lasting lipsticks than like traditional lipsticks. And these are called Rouge Artist. This one specifically is in the shade 108 Striking Spice. And it is like a neutral shade, but it is very warm. It's like an orangey coral shade. So wearable, so beautiful on my skin tone. Another lipstick that I have to give a shout out to is this one from Sephora. This is from their S Clean collection, and this is in the shade 03 Tulip. Every time I wore this lipstick, I got so many questions because I think you guys also are the same way that I am, where it's really hard to find good pink lipsticks for my skin tone. And this one is just like such a good pink shade. So here it is on the back of my hand right there. This is like a liquid lipstick. It has like a moussey texture, so it's super comfortable, never feels dry, very opaque, and I really love this shade. Okay, lastly, this was probably one of my most used lip products after I discovered it, and I have to give a huge shout out to it. It's from Shiseido. Their gloss gel or gel gloss in the shade 03, and oh my god. This is such a nice lip gloss, and you guys know I don't really care too much about lip glosses because most of them that I have or like I've used are very sticky. This one is not sticky at all, and it has such a pretty color. It's like a bronzy shade, and especially with wearing like face masks and like face coverings last year and even this year, I just loved using like a little hint of color, nothing too much on my lips a lot of the days, and this was like the one that I kept reaching for over and over and over again. So again, if you're looking for like one lip gloss that you can wear every day with a little bit of shimmer, nothing too much, definitely not sticky, this is such a great option. All right guys, so we have made it to the end of the video, and instead of including all of my skincare picks in today's video, I am actually gonna do a separate video, an updated pregnancy skincare routine either tonight or tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. But there were some products that I used multiples of last year, and I just kept going back to over and over again, and these are right here. So the first is the Pharmacy Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. I love this product to really break down all of the makeup from my skin in the very most gentle way possible. So love this from Pharmacy. Again, I do have a coupon code. I'll put that on the screen. I think it's only valid until the end of the month. I'm gonna see if the brand can extend it, but I love this product. Like, I don't even know how many of these I've used up at this point. This is amazing. A brand new product that I have here, a brand new one, although I've used a whole bottle of this, is from Shea Moisture. This is called the Virgin Coconut Oil Daily Hydration Body Oil. I will definitely be using this after my pregnancy as well. This is just such a good body oil to use directly after the shower when your body's still a little bit wet. I don't know about you guys, but I get a little bit lazy in the morning to like apply body lotion, but my skin is so dry that it needs the hydration. And this makes it so easy because it just like slides on so quickly after the shower. I think this retails for like under $10. And believe me when I tell you, You only need a little bit of product, and this bottle will last you for a long time. Okay, another product I'm almost done with, and I've used multiple ones of these as well. This is from Lancôme. It's called the Advanced GENIFIQUE Youth Activating Concentrate Serum. Such a good anti-aging serum that's so hydrating and plumping and nourishing on the skin. I love it. You guys can see I only have a little tiny bit of this left, and this is like the big size. Again, if you are pregnant like me and you can't use any retinol products, but you still want like the anti-aging in your skincare, this is so good to use. And I think that this would work for you no matter what type of skin you have, because it's not heavy feeling on the skin at all. Such a good product. Okay, now let's finish off this video with some nail polishes, because you guys know I'm obsessed with doing my nails on my own at home. And boy, let me just tell you, I did my nails a lot last year at home. I just love having like my nails painted all the time, and it just is something that I do as like a self-care thing. It relaxes me, I love it, and my go-to brand is definitely Essie. Now the first polish is like their regular nail polish in the shade Fiji. I love this shade. I'm actually wearing it today. It's a really light baby pink shade. And I'm also gonna insert some pictures right here along with the shade names from their regular polish collection that I love for my skin tone. These are so opaque, and I love the formula of the Essie nail polishes. And I think what I love the most about the brand is that they have so many different shades to choose from all different skin tones. So definitely recommend Essie's regular nail polish. Now, if you are looking for something that's a little bit more longer lasting, doesn't chip, I definitely recommend also their Gel Couture line. This one right here is called 12 Lace Me Up. I love this shade. It's kind of like a nudish, like nude, neutral, pinky shade. Also, I should quickly mention two things with this. Number one, I got questions like, how do you take this off if it's like a gel polish? It comes off very easily with your regular nail polish remover. You don't have to use like an acetone remover or anything like that. But anyway, the second thing with this nail polish I would say is to also get the top coat, just so it can seal like the nail polish in place, making it last even longer. And I actually use that top coat, the Gel Couture one, with even like the regular nail polishes. So yeah, I'll also insert some of my top picks in the Gel Couture line right here, and definitely check out my website for like more pictures and like more nail polish recommendations. I always upload there. But yeah, love this, both of these. I just love Essie as a brand with their nail polishes in general. Okay, last thing before we end today's video are my perfume picks. I kept like using them on rotation all of last year. The first one is called My Way from Giorgio Armani. I've mentioned this quite a few times, but like this is not like my go-to scent normally, because it's kind of like floral, kind of sweet. I like more like, I don't know, strong, sexy perfumes, but I love this. This is so different from my perfume collection, but it smells so good, you guys, and it lasts all day long. And I also think like the packaging is so beautiful. It's like so unique and different. This is a perfume that you can wear all year long. I'm wearing it today and I love this. The other one is of course YSL Libre. I used this so much last year. I even have a smaller version of this. This is like, oh my gosh, this is like Mina perfume. It smells so good. It is just sexy and beautiful and long lasting. Love the packaging of it. It's amazing. Highly recommend it. And with that, you guys, that is a roundup of all of my 2020 beauty picks. Oh my gosh, this was such a long video, but I hope you guys found it useful. I hope it gave you some new ideas for products. And like I said, I know a lot of these were repetitive, but I love them so much that I had to include every single product that I mentioned in today's video for you guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. Before you head out, thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate if you guys subscribe to my channel. Oh my gosh, honestly, majority of you that watch me are not even subscribed to my channel, and it just helps the creator out so much. If you click the little red button somewhere in the bottom section right here, you'll get notified every time I upload a new video, so please do that on your way out. Definitely look out for a new video coming to you soon, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye! Mwah.